Hey, it's Casino Mike. A lot of people who are just working, they've been working for years. They're looking for something else because, they're not making enough to cover expenses, bills and other things that come up, that kind of hit them, and they've got to also manage the rest of their budget. And their job just doesn't really get it anymore. It's not producing enough for them to take on even like medical costs. So when it comes to looking into something like a business, some people say, I like have this dream of doing something that I like to do, but I can't afford to do something like that to start a business. Well, with startups, you got to find something that's reasonable for you. If you don't have a lot of money to invest, or you don't qualify for like a government loan or any type of loan that can help you start a business, then it's difficult to keep up with that. You get refused, or if you get accepted, then you got to keep up with payments and everything else. So people don't really look into starting a business that's a lower cost. They look at it as, hey, I it's too expensive. I can't do it. Or they get deep into debt. So the best thing to do is to look at, working at something that makes it a lot simpler. Now, a lot of people look into like, yeah, oh, well, I've got to have a brick and mortar like location. I've got to have an office somewhere. I've got to have, yeah, just a number of things where they think that they have to have it because that's what a business usually has. What's funny is you can do all that at home. You can have a home business. As far as working at home, like being on location somewhere beside your home, it's called being remote. And if you're remote, then you're able to work somewhere else and not miss a day of work. Not only that, you're able to travel and handle that work where you're traveling to. So when you look at that, you say, how can I do that? Well, if you work at home, or just you're working somewhere while you're on the road or what have you, you can just do an investment that doesn't cost that much. And that's usually in a home type of business where you don't have to put in all kinds of money and lose time when you're having to set all that kind of stuff up, and you're having to work longer hours instead of shorter hours. And people usually start that up while they're doing their job before they move into that type of business. So it's something to look at. Not only that, but yeah, I mean, the best things to look into now, more than getting into some MLM that's something that's got a huge membership. It's not even a membership; it's the auto ship, what have you. Instead of looking into a membership where you don't have to pay as much, so it's something to look into and see if maybe that would work for me. Maybe that would be something that I could ease into and then make something out of it to where I am not losing time and money being in a job. You got to consider, if you want to go on vacation, you can set the vacation instead of the company saying, well, you can't go at that time and you'll have to set it up at another time. And then you're waiting to get into a vacation while other people are a priority in front of you. It's better just to look into something that makes sense to move into and make happen. So if you're interested in doing something like that, I think that you should check that out. If you think it's better just to be safe and be in a job, then you're going to have to find some way to make extra money besides that. And hopefully it's not working a second job, because that's a killer. Good luck to you. Take care and just check it out.